I think the world know a little bit about what Ice Cube did. He went to the Republicans.
And the Democrats.
And he went to the Republicans and the Democrats. He went to the Republicans and said, hey, I want to do something for the black community. He struck a deal with the Republicans, with Donald Trump, to do something incredible for the black community.
They were willing to listen to him, and the Democrats were not.
Reparations. And I'm not for reparations whatsoever anymore. You know, we passed that point. We can't do it. But
you can't do it when you're $39 trillion in debt.
Might have to drop a dime on this.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
All right, y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So y'all see Officer Tatum and Stephen A. Smith. Now, if y'all seen that clip, Officer Tatum is going to say he once supported reparations. What type of black person you know supported reparations and then was just like, nah, we way past that? What? Compromise. Stephen A. Smith, he said that, you know, we're $39 trillion in debt. There's no way we can give out reparations because we so far in debt. But we still got money to give to other countries, them little hats. We got money to give to the LGBT community. It's just crazy how these guys are not even tapped into the community and speaking on our reparations.
I think the world know a little bit about what Ice Cube did. He went to the Republicans.
And the Democrats.
And he went to the Republicans and the Democrats. He went to the Republicans and said, hey, I want to do something for the black community. He struck a deal with the Republicans, with Donald Trump, to do something incredible for the black community.
They were willing to listen to him, and the Democrats were not.
Reparations. And I'm not for reparations whatsoever anymore. You know, we passed that point. We can't do it. But
you can't do it when you're $39 trillion in debt.
Well, you can't do it when you're $39 trillion in debt. We should have done it a long time ago. And you can't do it because now we can go into a whole thing on this with the Democrats, but let me get back to the point. You know, he struck a deal with Donald Trump. He go to the Democrats, they brushed him off.
I don't know about this Ice Cube and he met with, you know, about reparations. It could happen, but I exposed some news about Ice Cube and I was a big supporter of Ice Cube, family. Always rock with him, right? But it's been some questionable things that I seen after recapping Ice Cube's career. Now, he does have a stain on his career about the NWA, and some people are saying it was a meeting that took place, and that's what made gangster music, which was more effective of getting black men to go to jail, right? He did have some on that. But what opened my eyes to all of that was that Ice Cube has the big three. And I always thought the big three was his. He owns it outright. It's a black league. But when I find out that he has a handler, okay, and the fact of how he can't release his movies like Friday whenever he want to do it, it made me think, and I could be wrong, it made me understand that Ice Cube has handlers. He can't just be out here independent and stand on and do what he want to do, right? So I can't really say that this story is accurate, because y'all know in this channel, my job is to, you know, make my people aware of what's going on, and I think it's something to hide there what Ice Cube got going on. But they're coming on here gloating this man, Officer Tatum and Stephen A. Smith, and I don't know, it could be something to that. I want to know what y'all think, but let's let them go.
They shoot him. They ain't even talk to him. And I feel like you've been saying this forever. They've been doing us like this for years.
Yes.
Because when you sold out to one side, they don't have to work for you. They like, we got them hook, line, sink. Now let's go to LGBTQ. Yes. Now let's go to
That's
this group,
the viral
the
video
Hispanic.
circulating right now. Like I said this yesterday.
Right.
No, I've been saying this for over 25 years. Over 25 years, whenever I've been speaking on politics,
Right.
I have always said, for one election, I want black folks to vote Republican just to put the Democrats on notice that you have to work for our vote too. And to put the Republicans on notice, you might have a shot at getting our vote if you cater to us the way you cater to other communities. That's all I've ever said. In other words, flatter me. You go to a house, you don't just buy it without looking and walking through it. You don't buy a car without test driving it.
Right.
Wait a minute, flatter me. Show me what you got. I want us to go to the polls, and I want us to have them wondering, who are we going to support? That's what I would love.
Why do you think we can't get past that hump? Even this election, last election, more black men voted for Donald Trump than ever before for the Republican side.
Right.
All right, y'all. So we have a lot of people, a lot of cities that's been flipping red, okay? But they're not doing that because of anything that the right is doing. I feel like, this is just my opinion, I feel like anybody that's switching over and they're saying, I'm voting for Trump or Republicans, it's just because they're tired of what's been going on with the Democrat Party. That's really what it is. It's not that, you know, they're just sick of being used and they're being mistreated. It's like a horrible relationship, right? And that's the only reason why. And there's some people that's just saying that they're independent, but there's a lot of people that's leaving the Democrat Party. But it ain't because we're just sucked up on Trump or we like, oh man, it's not that. It's that we're trying to find avenues that's going to help for us, because obviously we see what the Democrat Party is doing. They're immigrant lovers.
But black women were hook, line, and sinker for Kamala Harris. I have a family member that's an AKA.
Okay.
So she don't care what Kamala did. She go, I'm both of my sorority sister.
Right.
But you see a disproportionate amount of black women voting for Kamala when the woman can't do an interview for 30 seconds without talking the word salad. She has no accomplishments. I mean, no significant accomplishments.
Well, that's harsh.
Let me say significant accomplishments.
Okay, but let me
that will lead me to believe that she's qualified to be the president.
I would push back on you with this. She's educated. She has a law degree. She's the former attorney general in San Francisco and for the state of California. She's a former United States senator. She's a former vice president. I'm just saying that.
Well, let's go point by point. She was in California, but she was responsible for the incarceration.
I get
so
that.
many young. You get what I'm saying?
Don't get me started with the weed. I mean, for weed now, but I get it. But what I'm saying to you is that I'm going to be protective of you just as much as I'm going to be protective of her when it comes to classifying whether or not we're qualified. When we've seen throughout history a lot of white folks that had connections that ended up getting jobs and getting positions that people would otherwise, even they themselves as white folks, challenged whether this person or that person actually deserved it. You know, and so, for example, Hillary Rodham Clinton was not black. She's a white woman. But we know she was qualified. Now, a lot of people might not like her. They might say, well, I'm not voting for her. But what you couldn't do is question her qualifications, you know?
It's crazy that they say that because we question Stephen A. Smith and Officer Tatum's credibility. Okay? We feel like it's compromised. Now, they're both on two opposite sides right now. Officer Tatum is like right-wing, strong, and Stephen A. Smith is like a Democrat shield. Not really standing on one side. He's just trying to make it seem like he's, in the middle, independent, but he's really pushing on that Democrat side. And why I say that, because who pays him? Disney and ESPN was on political points of the Democrat side, right? So we went over the definition of a shield. Okay, in my live yesterday, we had to tell a young Democrat brother that, hey, bro, if you are not claiming yourself to be a Democrat, but you around here pushing for them and saying that they're the better option, and you want people to vote.
And so we might not have liked George W., but damn it, he was the governor of Texas. You know what I'm saying? We might not have liked H.W., but damn it, he did used to head the CIA, and he was a former senator, and he was a former vice president. I mean, damn, you know, and then you want to say, so when you look at certain things, it's like throughout history, we've had people that were qualified that were getting crucified and criticized, and we had people that were not qualified and were getting supported. Ronald Reagan was an actor. You understand? Became a governor of California, ultimately the president of the United States, and a lot of people, you know, on the right, they revered this man. To the end of the day, it happens. So I don't look at it that way. What I would say instead is that when we look at the Democratic Party today, and you listen to supporters of the Democratic Party, they will talk about a plan that the Democrats have in place that benefits our community. My point is, where is it? When has it worked?
Okay, y'all, so a broke clock is right twice a day. And that's what it seems like they're trying to push Stephen A. to talk these political points that they know is going to resonate with the people so he could be some type of leader, but we not going for it. Officer Tatum bringing up Ice Cube and reparations with Trump seemed like he's trying to really co-sign him of being a Republican shield, right? So he, you know, he's bringing that up, but did this really happen? I don't feel like it really happened, in my opinion. I feel like it was news, it was talks, it was good marketing to flip people over from being Democrat to Republicans. I think that was a big point. It's like, I heard that, but I'm like, why wouldn't they close the deal? Why would, like, what is going on? Nothing ever happened. So it makes me think, you know, two parties are the same feather. They, you know, they working together with this. Now, I want to know what y'all think about this as far as Ice Cube. Do you feel like, you know, he really was pushing for reparations? Do you feel like we were that close to getting reparations and the Democrats just stopped it? I want to know more. I don't think that story was even close to what happened, but I want to know what y'all think, man. We are going live tonight, man. That was a great live we had last night. Y'all check out that video I dropped on. We are waking up the Democrat voters to the plantation, the slave plantation that the Democrats done created for black people, and they don't want them to leave. So we're gonna be talking more about this. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax spaces for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.